Dear students, all of you, good morning. Now, let us discuss about kinds of force from 8th class IIT Volume 2. Volume 2. Volume 2. Chapter 2. Volume 2. Chapter 2. Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws of motion. Already I explained kinds of force. That means field force, contact force, field force, contact force, tension. Kinds of force. Kinds of force. There are three types of force. External force. First one, field force. I already explained field force. Field force is the force exists between two massive particles. Two massive particles. It is called field force. Example, electromagnetic force. Two particles, charged particles are massive bodies. Electromagnetic force. Gravitational force. Electromagnetic force, gravitational force. These forces are called field force. Next one, contact force. Contact force. The contact force is force when two bodies are contact each other. The contact force produced. The contact force produced. Third one, tension or tensional force. Tension. Third one is tension, tensional force. These three forces are called kinds of forces. Already I explained field force. Next, second one is contact force. Second one is contact force. Contact force. What is the contact force? When two bodies are contact each other, the force exerted on these two bodies, when we move the table, it slides on the floor, or when we move the vehicle, it moves on the road. So we apply a external force to the contact of body. So contact force exists between two bodies. So it is called force which act when bodies are in contact. Force which act. Contact force is a force which act. Force which act when bodies are contact. When bodies are contact is called contact force. Is known as contact force. The force which act when bodies are contact. Consider two blocks placed on horizontal surface M1 and M2. When we use external force acting on the first body, second body also moves. So these two bodies are contact each other. So when we applied a force on first body, automatically second body moves on the floor. So it is called contact force. Here contact force exists between two bodies. Contact force exists between two bodies. Next. How many types of contact force? Force which acts and bodies are contact is known as contact force. Contact force. The components of contact force. Two kinds of force exist between contact bodies. That is, two forces exist between two forces exist between contact bodies. First one is friction. First one is friction. First one is normal reaction. Second one is friction. Normal reaction or weight. Normal reaction or weight. Friction, frictional force. These two forces are called component of contact forces. Component of contact forces. Contact forces component means the contact force divided into two components, two rectangular components. One is horizontal component, other is vertical component. So contact force divided into two forces, two rectangular components. These rectangular components are called two forces. First one is normal reaction. N or capital R. Normal reaction. What is the normal reaction? When a massive body placed on the table or horizontal surface, a massive body placed on the table or horizontal surface, the weight of the body acts vertically downwards. So the force exerted on the floor by the body is Mg. So at the same time, the floor is also force exerted on the body. So this force acts vertically upward direction. This vertical force is called normal reaction. This vertical force acted by this vertical force exerted by the floor or table on the body is called normal reaction. Here normal reaction is equal to weight of the body. So normal reaction is the component of contact force. So normal reaction, this is the contact surface between floor and body. This is the contact surface between floor and body. So here the component of contact force tangential to the component of contact force normal to the surface acting upward direction is called normal reaction. So it is called contact force. The component the component of contact force, that is vertical component. The component of contact force, that is vertical component, along normal to the contact surface is called normal reaction or normal force. Normal reaction or normal force. So, consider a body having a mass m placed on the horizontal surface. The weight of the body acts vertically downward direction. So, this is the force exerted on the floor by the body m, and again the floor exerted on the force on the body upward direction, that is n. So normal reaction n is equal to mg. Normal reaction m is equal to mg. n is equal to mg. Normal reaction n is equal to mg. This is the normal reaction of contact force. Normal reaction of contact force. When the body lies on the inclined plane, what is the normal reaction? When the body lies on the inclined plane, look here. This is inclined plane A, B, C. AC is the inclined plane. This is called inclined plane. When a body placed on the inclined plane, when the body lies on the inclined plane, the weight of the body acts vertically downward direction. This is mg. And this mg divided into two rectangular components. One is normal to the surface, other is along the surface. So here vertical component is mg cos theta. This is theta. This is mg sin theta. This is a normal reaction, normal to the inclined. So here normal reaction is equal to n is equal to component of weight mg cos theta. This is the normal reaction on inclined plane. Next contact force, most important, frictional force. Next component force is frictional force or friction. Frictional force or friction, indicated by small f. Frictional force. It is also contact force. It It is also contact force. So it is also contact force. It is also contact force. And one of the component, rectangular component. So the component of contact force, the component of contact force along tangential to the surface. Tangential to the surface. Tangential to the surface is called friction. Is called friction. So, or the opposing force between two contact surfaces of bodies whenever to oppose the whenever tendency of oppose the relative motion between them. Relative motion between them. Relative motion between them. That means when two hands are placed on each other, we cannot move one on another. So here the molecules of matter interlocking each other. This is the one surface. When a body placed on the same irregular surface, we cannot slide on the body floor. So here the contact surface of two bodies interlock each other. So we cannot move this body on the floor. So here frictional force exists between two contact surfaces. So this force is called frictional force. This force is called frictional force. Frictional force always opposes the relative motion between contact surfaces, contact bodies. Example. Friction example. When a body placed on horizontal surface, the mass of the body is capital M or small m. The weight of the body acts vertically downward direction mg. The normal reaction on the body acts vertically upward direction. When a force applied on the body A force actional acting on the body. It moves on the horizontal surface with acceleration. Yeah. So frictional force between the frictional force acts opposite to the, this is friction force, opposite to the applied force, opposite to the applied force. So resultant force F is equal to, here, look here, this is theta, this is also resultant, F resultant. Resultant force F, resultant force F is equal to, here, look here, this is a small f, small f, this is a normal reaction N. So here from right angle triangle resultant force is equal to, resultant force F is equal to root over F square plus N square, root over F square plus N square. Here from right angle triangle capital F square is equal to small f square plus N square. From this formula F is equal to root over F square plus N square, F square plus N square. Next, tension. Next, tension. When a body is connected by means of strings or tracks, a force acted on the body towards the track. So this force is called tension. When a body connected by means of rope or string, not spring, ropes or string, a force may be exerted on the body on the body by string or rope. This force is called tension. This force is called tension. Look here. Consider a body having mass m placed on the horizontal surface. Let a string tied to the mass string. A force exerted on the lug. So, a force, external force acting on the string, the body moves towards the forward direction. So, a force exerted by the string. So, this force is called tension. This is called the tensional force acting on the body. And also, this is the rigid support, massive body, mg weight. Tension acts vertically upwards direction. These two examples are tensional force. Conditions for tension. Conditions for tension. If a string is inextensible and massless, the bodies connected by this string moves in same velocity. So, consider a system of bodies inextensible string. The acceleration of these two bodies are same. The acceleration of two bodies are same. This is the pulley. In this system, the string has inextensible and massless, The tension in the tension in anywhere on the string is same. Here tension. At any point the tension will be same. At any point the tension will be same. This is the two conditions for inextensible strengths. Next, string is massless and there is no friction between pulley and string. Next condition. String is massless and there is no No, friction between string and pulley. Friction between pulley and string. Pulley and string. Pulley and string. The tension in anywhere is same. The tension in anywhere, the tension in any place is same. Same. This is pulley. This is pulley. This is massive body. There is no friction between pulley and string. There is no friction between pulley and string. Hence, the tension in anywhere, any place. Here is tension T, 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 here is a tension T. When the string is massless and no friction between string and pulley, the tension in the string anywhere is same. So it is the most important condition. Next, when the string is massless and there is friction between, when string is massless and there is friction between pulley and string, then the tension in any place is different. Is different. So once again, this is pulley, this is a massive body on the table. Here, friction exists between pulley and friction between pulley and string. So the tension at the different points are different. T1, this is T2, here T2, T2, T2. Next condition. Next condition. If string has mass, massive, no massless, and friction between string and pulley, the tension in anywhere is different. Where is it? Different. So here tension T1, here tension T2, here tension T3, here tension T4. Look here, string has massive, and the friction between string and pulley. So the mass of the string point to point is varying. So the tension also varying. So here is T1, here is T2, here is T3, here is T4. This is the condition for the tension. And force. Next, free body diagram. What is the free body diagram? This is a duster. It is a man-made. No body can have man-made or natural. Every body has some mass and weight. So from these parameters, free body diagram. It is a diagrammatic representation of body isolated from the surroundings. It is a diagrammatic representation of a body. It is a diagrammatic representation of a body isolated from its surroundings. Consider a duster. When it placed at certain height, a force acting on the body, that is gravitational force acting on the body towards the downward direction. The gravitational force into mass of the body is called weight of the body, and also normal reaction acting on the body acts vertically upwards. This is a free body diagram. Means any system represents the isolated from surroundings. So we place down a body on the horizontal surface. The weight of the body acts vertically downwards. Normal reaction acts vertically upwards. This is isolated from the surroundings. This system is called free body diagram. Okay. We will continue next class.